So here I'm going to ask John the most frequent question that he gets asked. And what's the difference about your fertilizer?
Well, it's really simple, okay? The products that I sell are all based on a mined ore called humic shale ore or linerdite, and it was formed naturally over millions of years. Some of the things that are added in some of the various products are also synthetic, but it's very small quantity, and by being intermingled with the humic shale ore, they're highly chelated, which means they stay available and they don't readily leach or evaporize or evaporate or become unusable. They remain usable, okay? So that's the first major difference is availability, chelation, and plant health. Secondly, because in the shale ore itself, there's everything a plant needs to grow, you get a full micronutrient package, which typically in most synthetic fertilizers, there is no micronutrient package except in micronutrient package specific synthetic fertilizers, okay? I know that sounds sort of redundant, but unless they make a special one, they don't really have a full micro package. If you're into plant health, you're probably also into human health. And if you've been studying any kind of vitamin uptake or whatnot, you understand the word that chelation becomes one of the most important words. And in this case, you actually get a double chelation in the granular products between the humic and the fulvic. Again, fulvic, as I have said before, is not recognized in California by the California Department of Fertilizer, and therefore it's hard to find it on a label because it's not legal. This doesn't mean that it's not existent and it isn't being applied in California, believe me. And its properties alone are the most spectacular of all of the product's amazing results, is because this particular part has the ability to become not only positively charged, i.e. it chelates heavily on the way in, and then it can become negatively charged and flip in rid-free radical. And finding out that that happens in humans as well as plants and in soils sort of upsets the status quo, because they have nothing like that, and this also degenerates and lowers the rate of incidence of disease of any kind in humans as well as plants, okay? That's something to do a lot of research on, and that is fulvic, F-U-L-V-I-C, acid, not folic, F-O-L. There's quite a difference, okay? Now, besides that, the other thing that's really unique about this is stable carbon. And then in your synthetic products, they have no stable carbon. So in the Western United States, where carbonless soils exist pretty much as the rule, or it's so low, i.e. carbon, organic matter in the soil, are so low that the carbon nitrogen ratio tends to not even be in existence as part of soil testing, because it's just not recognized as anything that really exists, so why do it? Well, if you can add stable carbon to your soil with your product, you can start building what you have and turning it actually into soil, by the definition truly of soil. You can look that up online also. That's a good word just to look up and read about. Soil, okay? So, you have three major constitutes that don't exist in the synthetic world, i.e. total micronutrient package. You have the chelation between the humics and the fulvics, and the availability, okay? And then you have the stable carbon. These are three hugely different aspects. Now, to which the stable carbon also feeds and helps feed soil microbiology, and then the humic acid becomes a stable food, again the word stable, for soil microbiology, okay? Typically, soil microbiology exists in all soils, but whether or not it's active or inactive is depending on the environment, specifically soil moisture, temperatures, sunlight, things like that. Well, if you look in the West where we have deserts, the soils are very much containing materials that could actually make them be alive, but because of the lack of moisture and the extreme temperature ranges, the microbiology is inactive, or it has sporulated and it is waiting to pop out again when conditions are right. Hence, it smells good when it rains. Okay, that actually is an action of soil microbiology becoming active with rain, and especially in the seasonal time of year, which could be any time if the moisture is enough and temperatures are adjusted. Okay, winter, summer, spring, or fall. We're in the West. Okay, in the East, many times you have way more organic matter in your soil. In many areas, coastal areas are excluded because they're typically not rich in high organic matter type soils. Okay, so this is sort of a nutshell to a question that is way more complicated. And what the other reason that makes the other big difference is that the added materials that are synthetic, again, are chelated by these products to make them act like organic molecules. And I don't know any synthetic product that can do that. So we're not picking on them, we're just trying to illustrate a drastic difference. And if you, the grower, is looking for something to give you boost, let alone effect, i.e. better yields, higher quality yields, products that come off the plants that are richer in the available reasons you're growing them, i.e. intoxication, fiber, food, whatever, you're getting a much more well-balanced grown product because you're starting with something that is balanced and based on a natural growing principle. Okay, very simple.